Part 2, the sovereign self, virtuous selfishness. Chapter 6, the economics of emotion. Let's talk about your portfolio, stupid. Not your 401k, not your crypto wallet that's currently tanking. I'm talking about your emotional bank account. Right now, you are investing like a drunk day trader. You are pouring all your emotional capital into a stock that is volatile, unpredictable, and frankly, historically known to crash just when you think you've made a profit. You are treating your woman like she is Google in 1998, thinking if you just dump all your love, attention, and anxiety into her, you're going to be rich forever. But she isn't Google, she's the weather. And you can't invest in the weather. You can only build a roof. This chapter is about the economics of emotion. It is about stopping the hemorrhage of your spirit. You are exhausted because you are spending $100 worth of emotion to buy a $2 interaction. You are overpaying for pussy. You are overpaying for companionship. And you are definitely overpaying for peace. We need to audit your books and get you back into black. 6.1, the critical distinction in like versus in love. Here is a truth that will save your life if you let it. You are happy when you like a woman. You are miserable when you love her. I know. But, Patrice, love is a beautiful thing. The poets say, shut up. The poets were broke and miserable too. When a man is in love, in the modern sense, the Disney says, that I can't live without her sense, he is operating from a place of fear. He is terrified of loss. He starts acting heavy. He starts asking questions like, do you love me? Or where is this going? He becomes a heavy, wet blanket of neediness. When you like a woman, you are light. You are fun. You think, man, I like this chick. She's cool. We're going to hang out, maybe have sex, maybe eat some wings. There is no pressure. You are your best self because you are not gripping the bat so hard you crack the handle. Women, on the other hand, need to be in love. Or at least they need the drama of love. They need the highs and the lows. They need to feel like they are in a Nicholas Sparks novel. That is their fuel. The problem arises when you try to match her intensity. She says, I love you so much, I would die for you. And you, being a goofy nice guy, think you have to say, me too, I would die twice. No, you don't have to match her crazy. You can't. You don't have the hormones for it. Ask a group of men if they're in love. They will look at their shoes, grunt, and say, yeah, I guess. What's your point? It's a fact of life, like paying taxes. Ask a woman if she's in love. Oh my God, yes, he's my soulmate. Oh my God, yes, he's my soulmate. Yesterday, W tacos, and it was Spiral. See the difference? She's operating on a frequency of high emotion. You are operating on a frequency of utility and base enjoyment. When you force yourself to play the love game on her terms, you lose your edge. You stop being the guy she fell for, the guy who was independent, cool, and a little bit detached. And you become a fan. You become a groupie in your own relationship. You have to maintain the position of in like. Love her, sure. Protect her, provide for her, die for her if the house burns down. But in the day-to-day operations, like her, enjoy her, treat her like a cool dog that you're happy to see when you get home. I'm serious. Think about how you treat a dog. You don't ask the dog, do you really love me? Are you thinking about other owners? No, you just pet the dog, feed the dog, and enjoy the wagging tail. That is the energy you need. Be happy to see her, smack her on the ass, and go watch the game. That lightness is attractive. The heaviness of your love is suffocating her. 6.2, why the man must maintain emotional sovereignty. You cannot be the thermostat if you are acting like the thermometer. Thermometer reacts. If the room is hot, the thermometer goes up. If the room is cold, it goes down. Most of you are thermometers. You walk into the house, scan her face, and decide how you feel based on her mood. Is she smiling? Okay, I can be happy. Is she frowning? Oh God, panic mode. What did I do? How do I fix it? You have surrendered your emotional sovereignty. You have handed the remote control of your brain to a creature who bleeds for a week every month and doesn't die. A creature who changes her mind based on the barometric pressure. You must be the thermostat. You set the temperature. You walk in happy. If she's happy, great. You guys have a party. If she is sad, mad, crazy, you observe it, but you do not become it. I see you are upset. That sucks. I'm going to be over here being happy. Let me know when you're done. This is not cold. It is stability. A woman cannot feel safe with a man who is easily destabilized by her emotions. If she can wreck your day just by pouting, she has no respect for your strength. She thinks, if I can break him with a frown, what is the world going to do to him? How can he protect me from real danger if he can't even handle my bad mood? You have to understand that women use emotion as a weapon, sometimes consciously, mostly unconsciously. It is a test. She throws a tantrum to see if you are solid. If you crumble, you fail. If you get angry and scream back, you also fail. Because now you are just a bigger, louder woman. You have entered her frame. To maintain emotional sovereignty, you must realize that her feelings are not your fault and not your responsibility. Unless you actually did something wrong, like cheated or forgot to pick up the kid. Her mood is her problem. Do not try to fix her feelings. You cannot fix the weather. You can only put on a raincoat. When you stop reacting, you gain power. When she screams and you stay calm, she looks crazy, and she knows it. She will eventually calm down and come to your temperature because your temperature is stable and warm. But if you jump into the ice bath of her chaos, you both freeze. 6.3, the power of detachment and perspective. You care too much. That is your Achilles heel. You care about the outcome of every single interaction. You are gripping the steering wheel so tight your knuckles are white. You need to learn the art of detachment. Detachment doesn't mean you don't love her. It means you are not attached to the immediate result of her behavior. It means you are willing to lose the moment to save the relationship. If she is acting up, you have to be able to look at her and think, this is just a girl. She is not a goddess. She is not the source of my oxygen. She is just a goofy human being having a moment. Take her off the pedestal. When you put a woman on a pedestal, she can only look down on you. Perspective is realizing that you are the prize. I know society told you she is the prize. Society lied. You are the builder. You are the provider of security and structure. You are the one with the vision. She is the guest in your empire. If the guest starts complaining about the drapes, you don't burn down the castle. You tell the guest to shut up or leave. This perspective shifts the dynamic instantly. When you operate from a place of, I want you, but I don't need you, you become dangerous. You become sexy. Most men are begging, please like me, please validate me. The king says, I like myself. You can join me if you can act right. You have to view your relationship from 30,000 feet. You are the general on the hill, looking down at the battle. Do not get down in the mud and fight with a private. When she tries to drag you into a petty argument about nothing, which is really just an emotional check-in disguised as conflict, you detach. You laugh. You say, you're cute when you're crazy, and you walk away. You treat her nonsense like background noise. You treat her valid concerns with respect, but you are the one who decides which is which. Stop renting space in your head to her anxiety. Evict it. Keep your head clear for your mission. Remember, you are the sun. She is the moon. You generate the light. She reflects it. If you dim your light to match her darkness, the whole world goes black. Shine, you idiot. Shine so bright that she has no choice but to bask in it or go find some shade elsewhere. Either way, you remain the sun.